good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they hit. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often to 3 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A carry now for McKissick. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Seven yards, the pickup there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Dallas.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Now Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
7-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Cowboys nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Dallas.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And again, it's Prescott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
37-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Haskins.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. out of the shotgun. Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
33-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
To Odell Beckham.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott going to do it himself. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
12 yards there and a first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
38-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Mike 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, we got Mike 50.
Again, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. He'll air this out deep for... That's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Third down. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. This to Jarwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and long for Prescott. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Here's Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? To throw again. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes this Washington.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. No, he almost had it.
Prescott
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's McKissick. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And to give this time to the tailback. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
87.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44.
Mullins made the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play.
Again, it's Elliott. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For 1st down, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found. Whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. And a Cowboy 1st down.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper.
Prescott.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right, Barber. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is Haskins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Today's finals, Washington 17.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done.